If you thought this would blow your mind, then wait for the Milimani construction project. From the electric gate is a driveway that ushers you to the 5-bedroom home, which has its parking at the back of the house.
Hi, karibuni. This is another site in Nakuru. The location is Milimani. The house is a 5-bedroom house. It has a studio, a dining, 2 kitchens, both indoor and outdoor dining area, and a servant's quarter attached to the house, to the main house. So karibuni. Where we are standing, we are building the parking area for the house. It will be over 5-car parking lot. Then we have a driveway from the main gate. You drive up, then you meet the main entrance of the house. So let me show you around. Still under construction. We have a grand entrance here. It's a pivoted door. It's not the normal hinge door that opens from the wall like that. So it's going to be centered so that it opens. A third of it is captured, is held at somewhere here and there. So wooden armored door.
The large wooden doors accompanied with planters give you a warm welcome to your humble abode. The bustling spiral staircase brings you to the double-column living room that will have chandeliers from the top to the bottom of the house accompanied with planters. This also consists of large windows that allow light to go through the house and give you an excellent view of the area around. The flawless effect is felt from the living room to the kitchen, which is connected to an indoor dining area that will lead you to another kitchen.
Walk in, it feels flawless. So we have an open kitchen, and where we are standing is huge dining, enough for his guests, the family. So in the kitchen area, we're going to have false ceiling. We are going to have an island. You can see from here we've done the piping, the electrical works. So we are going to bring all this later from China. So this is an open kitchen concept. This is more modern, very modern kitchen. The house has 2 kitchens, as I said before. So out here is where we have the other kitchen, where most of the activities will be happening. The viazi zinachongwa hapa, you know, our traditional ways of doing things. So this is a very functional house.
And below the dining area is a fountain accompanied with living caged birds and planted trees that pitch in the natural effect inside your house.
Fountain, waterfall on that wall. We have a waterfall on that wall. Yes. The client has taste.
At the basement is the boys' room that has fitting closets, a bathroom, a small kitchenette with a couch.
Something to note, the corner windows, we focus on the corner windows so that we bring enough light, and the view is amazing. Just gives you that wow feel when you're here. You're at the basement, but you don't feel as if you're in a basement. It's an en-suite bedroom.
The master bedroom is located upstairs. It consists of separate closets for the couple, fitted with a large mirror and a bathroom. From the infinite stairs is the rooftop of the house that is large and wide, giving you a beautiful view of the compound and Nakuru town. Good evening, guys, and welcome to yet another episode of The Breakout Show. I am your host, Judy Njunge, and today we move to a little bit serious matters construction and architect design. And today I am joined with architect Ndune together with architect Wanyoike, who are the owners of the Villa Allegra property developers and Culture Mambo Lounge. They'll be giving us a story of how they began and up to date how they flourished mpaka sasa wamefika hapa. So karibuni sana.
Asante.
And probably we start with you, architect Wanyoike. What is Culture Mambo?
Culture Mambo is a project that we started. It's a hotel and also a lounge for us. We had initiated the project as a dream so that we could also market our work, because we're in the construction business. So we also wanted to showcase our work to the public, and that's how Culture Mambo came about.
Very nice.
Yes.
And architect Ndune, tunajua engineer Ndune,
yes.
Tunajua ni watu wengi before they begin their businesses wana source capital yao kutoka banks and loans, wanakopa huge loans, but for you capital yako ilitoka wapi?
Ours is an interesting story, because I remember we didn't have much security to raise the capital needed to start the project. As my colleague says, it was more of showcasing our work, because we find that most architects, engineers are doing great out there, but their work is not known. So this was our baby to showcase what we can basically do. So with that in mind, we approached different financing bodies, and their requirements was you have to have this security to be given half the amount that you're asking for. So it was hard, it wasn't easy. On our side, we basically raised every time we had a project, because we are both designers and builders, we would save up for the whole thing, the lease, the construction material, because we built this place from scratch to where it is right now. So that is our story basically in a nutshell. Yes.
And for how long, it may take how long nyinyi kusema you can now feel the mnakula jasho yenu?
It's work in progress, especially once you've made, you've saved up for the whole structure. You know, our story is very different from most developers in this business. This was an empty lot. It was, number one, it was on a lower level. The ground level was quite low, so we had to raise it up. And we put up the whole structure. The Mawe, we had to do the seats on our own. So it was very different from the rest, the way they put up. We just come in and do the finishes and start running a business. And understanding the business as well, that is a process. So to us, every day we're always improving. Once we receive something on small capital that we receive, we're always doing something, some new changes, so that we are not obsolete with the market. Yes. So to us, it's not about profit making, it's more of every day, what can we improve? You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
And probably, Mr. Wanyoike,
Yeah.
kuna fallbacks experience. Unakuta umefanya construction fulani, and then client anakuja anasema, by the way hujanifurahisha, hijanifurahisha and haja kulipa, and if not, ni nini mmeweza kufanya ndio mkafika kwenye mmefika, ama hamjakuwa na fallbacks?
Of course, for every business there are challenges, and in our business in particular, you find most of our challenges becomes the dream of the client against also mostly their budget. You find sometimes whatever they want cannot be accomplished by the budget that they envision. So sometimes it's a balance. You just make sure you advise the client well before you start a project, so that you don't start a project that will not finish. So when it comes to construction, our projects, from the onset we begin, we complete projects. So maybe the main issue when we say there's been issues with clients, maybe sometimes comes when on the design part, where you do a lot, but sometimes maybe the client is not ready, or maybe the client is not willing to pay for that. But once you start the project, we make sure we complete our project.
Another thing to add on to that, the challenges in terms of construction, because we mentioned we do design and build, is getting the right team. His mention of clients' budgets and expectations. The other bit that they hardly see is the workmanship. So for you to get the team that you really need to achieve the finesse that you've seen in our project, it's not an easy task. We take time to refine this work. Yes, so that sometimes is costly on our side, because you made a fundi here today, does some, you have to redo the work, because you cannot hand over that project until it is to our satisfaction. Then that is the only time we can hand over that project to the client. So sometimes we go losses, we incur losses, but as young people, we are growing a company, we're growing a brand and a name. So we have to make sure that everything that we have promised is achieved. Yes.
Well guys, you've heard it. It's not only about making profit, but learning from every project you have. Don't go too far. We'll be right back after this short break. This is The Breakout Show. Don't go too far.